Confidence is one of the most universally attractive qualities, but it's not about being loud or overly assertive. True confidence comes from understanding who you are, embracing your strengths, and accepting your imperfections. Women are drawn to men who carry themselves with self-assurance because it signals that you're comfortable in your own skin. When you walk into a room, your energy should reflect a sense of calm and purpose, not arrogance. Confidence isn't about trying to impress someone. It's about being at peace with yourself and letting that natural ease shine through. Being authentic means showing up as the real you. There's no need to pretend to be someone you're not, exaggerate your achievements, or try to fit into a mold you think she'll find attractive. Women can sense authenticity, and it's far more appealing than any facade. If you have hobbies or interests that you're passionate about, don't hide them because you're worried about what she might think. Share them with pride. It's these unique aspects of your personality that will make you stand out. At the same time, confidence doesn't mean you need to have all the answers or be perfect. In fact, vulnerability can be a powerful aspect of confidence. Admitting when you don't know something or when you've made a mistake shows that you're secure enough to own your imperfections. Women respect and appreciate men who are willing to be honest about their struggles because it creates a sense of trust. It tells her you're not trying to project a false image. And that level of honesty is the foundation of any meaningful connection. When you're comfortable with yourself, it naturally changes the way you interact with others. You don't feel the need to seek constant validation because you know your worth. This self-assurance allows you to be fully present in conversations, listening without the pressure of thinking about how to impress her. It allows you to speak with clarity and conviction, expressing your thoughts and feelings openly. Women are drawn to men who can communicate with confidence because it shows emotional maturity and self-awareness. Another key aspect of being authentic and confident is setting boundaries and knowing your values. It's important to have a clear sense of what you stand for and what you're looking for in a relationship. When you're true to your values, you're less likely to compromise your own happiness for the sake of trying to please someone else. Women respect men who have a strong sense of identity and who are willing to stand by their principles, even in the face of challenges. A confident man also knows how to handle rejection gracefully. Not every woman you're interested in will feel the same way about you, and that's okay. Rejection doesn't define your worth. It's simply a part of life. When you can accept it without bitterness or resentment, it shows emotional resilience and maturity. This attitude not only helps you move on, but also leaves a positive impression on the other person. It's also important to note that confidence isn't about dominating the conversation or trying to control the dynamic. Real confidence is quiet and respectful. It's about being assertive when necessary, but also knowing when to step back and let her take the lead. Women appreciate men who can balance strength with sensitivity, who can be decisive without being overbearing. The way you carry yourself physically can also convey confidence. Simple things like maintaining good posture, making eye contact, and offering a genuine smile can make a big difference. These nonverbal cues show that you're approachable and self-assured. However, don't overthink it. Your body language should flow naturally from the way you feel about yourself. If you're genuinely at ease, it will come across in the way you move and interact. Ultimately, being authentic and confident isn't just about attracting someone else, it's about building a strong relationship with yourself. When you're happy and fulfilled on your own, you radiate a positive energy that draws people to you. Women are naturally attracted to men who are confident in their own lives and who don't need a relationship to complete them, but rather to complement them. So focus on cultivating confidence and authenticity in every aspect of your life. Pursue your passions, take care of your well-being, and surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. When you show up as your best self, the right person will recognize and appreciate you for who you truly are. Confidence and authenticity, when combined, create a magnetic presence that's impossible to ignore. And remember, real connections are built on honesty and mutual respect. Be yourself, and the rest will follow naturally. Showing genuine interest in a woman begins with being fully present in her company. In today's world, where distractions are everywhere, one of the most valuable things you can offer someone is your undivided attention. When you're engaged in a conversation, put your phone away, maintain eye contact, and truly listen to what she's saying. It's not just about hearing her words, but about understanding the emotions and thoughts behind them. Active listening shows her that you value her as a person and that you're interested in more than just surface-level interaction. When you're genuinely curious about someone, your questions naturally become deeper and more meaningful. Instead of focusing on generic small talk, ask about her passions, dreams, and experiences. What excites her? What are the moments in her life that have shaped her the most? Questions like these open the door to meaningful conversations and give her a chance to share her world with you. And as she does, show her that you're invested in what she's saying. A nod, a smile, or even a thoughtful follow-up question can go a long way in demonstrating that you're paying attention and that you care. It's also important to remember that showing genuine interest isn't about trying to impress her with how much you know or steering the conversation back to yourself. It's about creating a space where she feels comfortable being herself. Avoid interrupting or finishing her sentences for her. Let her speak freely and express herself fully. Sometimes just being a good listener is enough to make someone feel seen and appreciated. Body language plays a significant role in communicating your interest as well. Lean in slightly when she's speaking, maintain an open posture, and avoid crossing your arms or appearing distracted. These subtle cues show that you're engaged and that you respect her presence. At the same time, don't overdo it. Your actions should feel natural and authentic. People can sense when someone is being overly calculated, so focus on being genuine rather than trying to perform. One of the most effective ways to show interest is to remember the little things she tells you. It might be the name of her favorite book, a story about her childhood, or a goal she's working toward. Bringing up these details later shows her that you were listening and that you care enough to remember. It's a simple gesture, but it can have a profound impact on how she perceives your level of attentiveness and sincerity. When you're interested in someone, it's natural to want to make her feel special. Compliments can be a powerful way to do this, but they should always come from a place of authenticity. Instead of focusing solely on her appearance, try to recognize and acknowledge other qualities you admire about her. Maybe it's her sense of humor, her intelligence, or the way she lights up when talking about something she loves. Genuine compliments not only make her feel appreciated, but also show that you see her as a whole person. At the same time, be mindful of how you balance your interest in her with sharing about yourself. Relationships are built on mutual exchange, so while it's important to focus on her, don't shy away from opening up about your own life. Share your passions, your challenges, and your dreams. Vulnerability fosters connection. And by letting her see who you truly are, you create a foundation for a deeper bond. Patience is another essential aspect of showing genuine interest. Building a connection takes time, and it's important to let things unfold naturally. Don't rush her or pressure her to open up before she's ready. Respect her pace and give her the space to share what she's comfortable with. This shows her that your interest in her is sincere and that you're willing to invest the time to get to know her on a deeper level. It's also worth mentioning that genuine interest extends beyond just her words. Pay attention to her actions, her tone, and the things she doesn't say. Sometimes the most meaningful connections come from understanding someone on a deeper, intuitive level. By being attuned to her feelings and emotions, you can respond in a way that shows empathy and care. Ultimately, showing genuine interest is about creating a connection that feels real and meaningful. It's not about playing games or following a script, it's about being present, attentive, and open. When a woman feels that you truly see her and value her for who she is, it creates a sense of trust and mutual respect. And remember, the goal isn't to make her fall in love with you. It's to build a connection where love can grow naturally. Genuine interest is the foundation of that connection. Creating an emotional connection with someone is about more than just spending time together. It's about truly understanding her, sharing experiences that deepen your bond, and fostering a sense of mutual trust and vulnerability. Building an emotional connection means you're not just appealing to her mind or her senses, but also touching her heart in a way that makes her feel valued, respected, and deeply understood. It begins with empathy, the ability to understand and share someone else's feelings. Empathy allows you to connect with her on a deeper level because it shows her that you're not just hearing her words, but truly grasping the emotions behind them. When she talks about her dreams, her fears, or even her everyday experiences, take the time to put yourself in her shoes. Reflect on what she might be feeling and respond in a way that acknowledges her emotions. For example, if she's sharing a challenge she's facing, instead of rushing to offer solutions, simply let her know that you understand how difficult it must be for her. Sometimes, what people need most is someone who listens and validates their feelings. Shared experiences also play a vital role in forming emotional bonds. Whether it's trying something new together, exploring each other's hobbies, or simply spending time talking about life, these shared moments create memories that tie you closer. It's not about the activity itself, but the connection that forms when you're both fully present and engaged in the moment. These experiences don't have to be grand or elaborate. Even a quiet walk or a heartfelt conversation can bring you closer when it's filled with genuine emotion and care. Trust is another cornerstone of emotional connection. Trust takes time to build, and it's earned through consistency, honesty, and respect. When you keep your promises and show her that she can rely on you, you're creating a safe space for her to open up emotionally. Trust also means being vulnerable with her, sharing your thoughts, fears, and feelings in a way that shows her you're not afraid to let your guard down. Vulnerability fosters intimacy, and when she sees that you're willing to be open with her, it encourages her to do the same. Another key aspect of emotional connection is understanding her love language. Everyone has their own way of expressing and receiving love, whether it's through words of affirmation, acts of service, physical touch, quality time, or gifts. By paying attention to how she shows love and what makes her feel most appreciated, you can tailor your gestures to resonate with her on a deeper level. This not only makes her feel seen and valued, but also strengthens the emotional bond between you. Creating an emotional connection also involves being attuned to her needs and being there for her in both good times and bad. Celebrate her victories, no matter how small, and support her during her struggles. And let her know that she's not alone and that you're there to share her joys and shoulder her burdens. Your presence and support in difficult times can be a powerful way to show her that you genuinely care. Humor is another powerful tool for building an emotional bond. Laughter has a way of bringing people together and creating a sense of closeness. Sharing jokes, playful banter, or even funny stories from your past can lighten the mood and make your time together more enjoyable. Humor also shows her that you don't take yourself too seriously and that you're someone she can relax and have fun with. Being attentive to the little things can also go a long way in forming an emotional connection. Notice the details about her, the way she smiles when she's excited, the things that make her laugh, or the habits she has that make her unique. Acknowledge and appreciate these quirks as they show her that you're paying attention and that you value her individuality. One of the most important aspects of building an emotional connection is creating a sense of safety. She needs to feel that she can be herself around you without fear of judgment or criticism. This means accepting her for who she is and encouraging her to express herself freely. Be her safe haven, the person she can turn to when she needs comfort, reassurance, or simply someone to talk to. Lastly, emotional connection is not something you can force or rush. It takes time, patience, and genuine effort. It's about consistently showing up for her, being present, and nurturing the bond you're creating. Over time, these small but meaningful actions build a foundation of love and trust that can lead to a deep and lasting relationship. When you prioritize emotional connection, you're not just building a relationship based on attraction or convenience. You're creating a bond that's rooted in understanding and empathy and mutual respect, a bond that has the potential to grow into something truly beautiful and enduring. Consistency and reliability are the cornerstones of building trust in any relationship. When someone knows they can depend on you, it creates a sense of security that allows deeper connections to form. Women, like anyone else, appreciate partners who follow through on their promises and are steady in their actions. This isn't about being perfect or predictable in every way, but about showing her through your behavior that you're someone who means what you say and does what you commit to doing. Being reliable starts with the small things. If you say you're going to call or meet her at a specific time, do it. If plans need to change, communicate openly and don't leave her guessing. These seemingly minor acts show her that you respect her time and that you're thoughtful about her needs. Over time, this consistency builds trust because she'll see that you're someone who doesn't flake or make empty promises. But reliability goes beyond just keeping appointments or fulfilling obligations. It's about showing up emotionally as well. Being consistent means that your behavior doesn't fluctuate based on your mood or circumstances. If you're kind and attentive one day and distant or dismissive the next, it creates confusion and doubt about where you stand. When she knows what to expect from you, whether it's your support, your temperament, or your reactions, it creates a stable foundation for the relationship. Part of being reliable also means being honest, even when it's not easy. If you're facing challenges or dealing with something difficult, be upfront about it rather than hiding or avoiding the conversation. Honesty shows her that you respect her enough to be real with her, and it allows her to do the same. Being truthful and transparent strengthens trust, even if it means addressing uncomfortable topics. Reliability also involves being someone she can count on when life gets tough. It's in those moments when she feels overwhelmed or vulnerable that your steadiness will matter the most. Whether it's offering a listening ear, helping her find solutions, or simply being there to comfort her, your presence during challenging times demonstrates that you're dependable. This doesn't mean you have to fix all her problems. Often, just being there and showing that you care is enough to make her feel supported. Consistency also applies to how you treat her over time. In the early stages of a relationship, it's easy to make an effort to impress someone, but maintaining that level of care and attention as time goes on is what truly matters. Small gestures like checking in on her day, remembering important dates, or surprising her with something thoughtful show her that your feelings haven't wavered and that she's still a priority in your life. It's also important to be consistent in your values and principles. When your actions align with what you say you believe in, it shows integrity, and women respect men who stand by their principles. If you value honesty, kindness, or respect, demonstrate those qualities consistently in the way you interact with her and others. Being true to your values gives her a sense of who you are at your core and reassures her that you're someone she can rely on. However, reliability doesn't mean you have to be perfect or never make mistakes. Everyone has moments where they fall short, but what matters is how you handle those situations. If you've made a mistake, own up to it, apologize sincerely, and make an effort to do better. Taking responsibility for your actions shows maturity and reinforces trust because it proves that you're committed to growth and accountability. Being consistent and reliable doesn't just benefit the relationship, it also strengthens your own character. When you make reliability a priority, you become someone who is respected and trusted not just by her, but by others in your life as well. It's a quality that speaks volumes about who you are as a person and makes you someone people want to be around. Ultimately, reliability isn't about grand gestures or perfection. It's about showing up every day in the little ways that matter and proving through your actions that you're someone she can trust. When she knows she can depend on you, it creates a sense of safety and stability that forms the foundation for a strong and lasting connection. This is how relationships thrive, by building a bond that's rooted in trust, consistency, and mutual respect. Bringing value and positivity to a woman's life is about enhancing her world rather than complicating it. It means being someone who adds joy, support, and meaning to her life, creating an environment where she feels happier, more fulfilled, and genuinely appreciated. When you focus on making her life better through your presence and actions, it lays the groundwork for a deep, meaningful connection that goes beyond surface-level attraction. One of the simplest ways to bring value is by being a source of positivity. Life can be stressful and full of challenges, so being someone who can lift her spirits and bring light into her day is incredibly impactful. This doesn't mean you have to be overly cheerful all the time, but rather that you approach life with a positive attitude, focusing on solutions instead of problems and on gratitude rather than complaints. When you exude optimism and resilience, it not only makes you more attractive, but also creates an uplifting energy that she'll naturally want to be around. Support is another crucial aspect of adding value. Support her dreams, her goals, and the things that matter most to her. Show her that you believe in her abilities and that you're there to encourage her, even when she doubts herself. Whether it's cheering her on as she pursues a personal goal or simply being there to listen when she needs to vent, your support demonstrates that you're invested in her success and happiness. This kind of emotional backing makes her feel cared for and understood, which strengthens the bond between you. Adding value also means being thoughtful and considerate in your actions. Pay attention to the little things that make her happy and find ways to incorporate them into your interactions. Maybe it's remembering her favorite coffee order, surprising her with something she loves, or planning an experience you know she's always wanted to try. These small but meaningful gestures show her that you're attentive to her likes and needs, which deepens her sense of appreciation for you. Beyond material or surface-level acts, you can bring value by challenging her to grow and helping her see the best version of herself. This doesn't mean pushing her in ways she's uncomfortable with, but rather inspiring her to embrace her strengths, pursue her passions, and step out of her comfort zone when the opportunity feels right. By believing in her potential and gently encouraging her to expand her horizons, you show her that you're invested not just in who she is today, but also in who she can become. Humor is another powerful way to add positivity to her life. Sharing laughs creates a sense of closeness and makes your time together more enjoyable. Whether it's cracking a joke, sharing funny stories, or finding humor in everyday situations, your ability to make her laugh will help her associate you with happiness and lightheartedness. Laughter can be a bonding experience that strengthens your connection while relieving stress and creating memories. Being present is one of the most valuable gifts you can offer. In a world full of distractions, giving her your full attention when you're together speaks volumes. Show her that she matters by truly listening, engaging in meaningful conversations, and being there in moments big and small. Your presence and attentiveness make her feel valued and respected, which deepens her trust and connection with you. Positivity also involves showing kindness and respect, not just to her, but to others as well. The way you treat people around you, friends, family, strangers, reflects your character and speaks to the kind of partner you'll be. When she sees that you're consistently kind and respectful, it reinforces the sense that you're someone who will treat her with care and dignity. Ultimately, bringing value and positivity to her life isn't about grand gestures or trying to impress her. It's about consistently showing her through your actions that you're someone who genuinely cares. By being a source of joy, support, and inspiration, you create a relationship dynamic that enriches both of your lives. When she feels happier and more fulfilled because of your presence, she'll naturally gravitate toward you, and the connection you share will grow stronger over time. Maintaining confidence and authenticity is about being comfortable with who you are and allowing that self-assuredness to guide your interactions. True confidence isn't about arrogance or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about embracing your strengths, owning your flaws, and presenting yourself with genuine self-respect. When you carry yourself with confidence, it creates an energy that draws others in and makes them feel at ease in your presence. Confidence begins with self-awareness. Take the time to understand who you are, your values, passions, and goals, and embrace them fully. When you know what you stand for and what matters most to you, it's easier to navigate relationships with clarity and purpose. A woman will appreciate someone who has a strong sense of self because it shows that you're grounded and capable of making thoughtful decisions. It's not about having all the answers, but about being secure enough in yourself to admit when you don't and being willing to learn and grow. Being authentic means letting go of the need to impress or perform. When you're true to yourself, you show her that you're not trying to be someone you're not just to gain her approval. Authenticity is refreshing because it creates a space where both of you can be real and vulnerable without fear of judgment. It's in this space of honesty that genuine connections are formed. Confidence also means being comfortable with vulnerability. Society often portrays vulnerability as a weakness, but in reality, it's a sign of strength. Sharing your thoughts, feelings, and experiences with her not in a way that seeks pity, but as a way to connect shows that you trust her and are secure enough in yourself to be open. Vulnerability builds intimacy and demonstrates that you're not afraid to show the full spectrum of who you are. Another important aspect of confidence is taking initiative. Whether it's planning a date, suggesting an activity, or expressing how you feel, being proactive shows her that you're not afraid to take the lead. It's about striking a balance between being assertive and respecting her thoughts and preferences. Confidence isn't about dominating the conversation or controlling the relationship. It's about showing her that you're invested and willing to put effort into creating meaningful experiences together. Being authentic also means respecting your boundaries and hers. Confidence isn't about forcing things to go your way. It's about standing firm in your values while remaining open to understanding hers. If there's a disagreement or difference in opinion, approach it with curiosity rather than defensiveness. When you can navigate conflicts with maturity and respect, it shows her that you're someone who values the relationship enough to work through challenges instead of avoiding them. Humility is a key component of confidence. It's important to recognize your strengths without boasting and to accept your weaknesses without self-deprecation. A confident person doesn't feel the need to put others down or constantly seek validation. Instead, they find fulfillment within themselves and allow their actions to speak louder than words. This quiet self-assuredness is far more attractive than over-the-top bravado. Authenticity also shines through in how you treat others. When you're kind, respectful, and genuine with those around you, it reflects your character and values. A woman will notice how you interact with friends, family, and even strangers, and these interactions give her insight into the type of person you are. Treating others with dignity and care shows her that you'll likely treat her the same way, which builds trust and admiration. At its core, maintaining confidence and authenticity is about being real and showing up as your best self. It's not about trying to become someone you think she wants, but about embracing who you already are and allowing that to shine. When you approach the relationship with this mindset, you create a dynamic that's based on mutual respect and understanding rather than superficial appearances or forced behaviors. In the end, confidence and authenticity are what make you stand out. They create a sense of trust, reliability, and attraction that's hard to replicate. By being true to yourself and embracing your worth, you set the foundation for a connection that's real, meaningful, and built to last.